there is some big news pertaining to Division One men's and women's basketball. I apologize for looking down because I cannot memorize all this stuff. The article is written by Pete Them. I'll not put the article in the description below so y'all can read it. The NCAA has initiated the final steps to expand the men's and women's NCAA basketball tournament to 76 teams. The expansion, which has been discussed for well over a year, is on track to be formalized in the upcoming weeks and would begin this coming season. Like sources indicated, mid-May as a potential timeline for an announcement. While there are still steps to take in terms of approvals via various NCAA tournament committees, a source indicated those are just formalities. They have what they need to move forward, a source said. NCAA officials met with the media partners for the men's tournament last week. Sources told ESPN the sides are in the final steps of the media contracts per sources, but they have not been signed. The NCAA also would need approval for once the contracts are done from various committees that include men's and women's basketball committees, the men's and women's basketball oversight committees, the Division I cabinet, and the Division I board of governors. In order for the various NCAA committees to vote, the contracts will need to be signed for their approval. The expansion isn't expected to be a financial windfall, but sources stress that there will be a profit. The added finances will cover the additional logistics costs for both the men's and women's tournaments. The additional units that will come into play and still deliver a modest financial upside. The driver of this move hasn't been money, but rather access. The expansion has been driven by power conferences, which have grown throughout the course of the current deal. I mean, look at what Conference Realignment has done, too. That's why they said that, by the way, I believe. The mechanics of the expansion in the men's tournament will include 8 additional at-large bids. What's known now as the first 8 teams playing four games in Dayton, Ohio, will expand to 12 games played by 24 teams at 2 different sites, one of which is expected to remain in Dayton. The location of the new site has yet to be determined, but it is expected to be located west of the Eastern time zone to help logistics. The expansion, would lead to an additional 8 men's games, meeting the Tuesday and Wednesday of the NCAA tournament will feature 24 of the 76 men's teams. That number now includes 8 who would have qualified for the traditional bracket that will square off against the 8 at-large additions. The traditional 64-team men's team bracket will still begin on Thursday and look much the same. The major difference here will be more teams who qualify as traditional at-larges will have to play earlier the 64-team bracket. I'm sure a lot of basketball fans in general are against this idea in the first place to expand the tournament. I am one of those. 68 is enough in my opinion. It's just, why would they do this? I know I get some other reasons why, which have been stated, but 68 was perfect in my mind. We're going to have to see when the announcement is. It's going to come whether we like it or not. Whether it's for this upcoming year or is it going to be at a year from now. So anyways, if you like this content, is like, subscribe, and see you guys later on the road. 800 subscribers, goals, ultimate goals, 1,000 more. Some of my month, this course, like video, comment video really helps YouTube algorithm. Some more people still sharing the videos up as well. Some more people could watch. And if you're watching, and that subscribe, hit subscribe button, for notification bell as well.